What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird, back for the first in our series of rapid reviews. Now, the way we're going to do these is sometimes we watch a movie as a member of the Horror Show, be it myself, Fuego, Susie, Marsha, even Dirk or Andrew or Luis, where we might watch a movie that the show in total might not either A, want to, or B, have time to watch. So we might just log on real quick and either do a live rapid review or just a quick recorded rapid review, as this one's going to be. But I'm going to start doing that, and we're all going to start doing that. So you may start seeing them pop up from time to time. But this is going to be the first one, and let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of this format, if you like it. I'm still going to follow our general review format as far as talking about overall thoughts, story, acting, effects, all that good stuff, music, sound design, whatever have you, cinematography. All of that stuff might be included, just depends on the making of the movie, but that's how we're going to do it. And since there's only one of us, it'll probably be quicker than usual, so hence the rapid review section. So today I'm going to be talking about a 2013 creature movie that is available on Netflix, which I was super glad about, because the way I stumbled across this was on my Facebook feed. I was just scrolling, as most of us do, and I ran across something that just said it was a foreign, line of words. So eloquent am I. And then it just said in parentheses, creature. And I watched, and it was this scene of these people with a line suspended across a lake that were, trying to cross it. And then they're obviously trying to avoid the water, but someone gets stuck cliffhanger style, and they cannot sort of get all the way across. And then as another person shimmies out to try and help this person, you see in the water below that there's something swimming up. And all of a sudden, boom, this big, huge serpentine creature busts out of the water. And that, there was a little bit more, but that was all I needed to see to be like, what is this? And so I clicked on the comments, and there was like hundreds of comments because this video had been shared around a bunch. And a lot of the comments said were responded to by the poster saying Ragnarok, Ragnarok, Ragnarok. So I was like, I need to see this movie, and I had actually had it in my Netflix queue probably in 2014, 2015. But I eventually was like, I got rid of it because I never watched it, and I must not have reread the actual blurb. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten rid of it, because it says Norwegian archaeologist Sigurd Svensson forms a small team and sets off to find the true meaning of the secret runes found carved in a rock, and accidentally awakens a giant monster. Sounds pretty good, right? Yeah, that sounds right up my alley. But turns out it was a foreign movie. And so maybe I had it in my queue too long. I never got around to it. So I saw this Facebook video and I'm like, oh, screw that. I remember that was in Netflix. I'm going to go put that in my queue right now. I did. The movie was directed by Mikael Brian Sandemos, and it was written by John Kariraki. Guys, I don't know how to pronounce all these names. They're Swedish or Norwegian, rather, not Swedish. I don't want to start anything there. But anyway, so the movie is obviously about an archaeologist, and he is working for a university. And he's been following the trail of these Vikings, this group of Vikings that somehow disappeared from historical record. They did not end up where their tribe ended up and where all of their ruins were found. And so it's always been a mystery, and he's been trying to solve this mystery. Now, he believes that he's found a breakthrough. And so he goes to deliver the news at a scheduled time to the university, and his main contact tells him, give them the information, but don't tell them the last part like you told me. And you're left, what is that? What is that all about? And so he presents to all of these I'm guessing investors, to all of his research, and he basically says, yeah, I believe the Vikings went north to this other passage around this big expanse of land, and we don't really know why. And so they're like, this is all you found? The investors are very unhappy. And so he's like, well, and then he looks at his contact who's like, no, don't tell him. And he's like, well, here, he decides to tell him anyway. He has the group follow him and tells them some more information about how he believes that the group actually went around this northern passage and possibly encountered something and never made it beyond that point. And he finds that there was this new thing that found carvings that indicated the word Ragnarok. And so he's like, something that signifies the end of the world. And so the investors don't believe him, and he goes back and they cut off his funding. And they're like, no, that's it. You're done on this project. He goes home, has to figure out how to break the news to his kids, who are looking forward to their summer vacation because they've just gotten out of school and they're going to go on a vacation somewhere. And his partner ends up showing up with this new piece of evidence found. He's like, you know how we always search the shores of this expanse of land that you think they went aground? Well, I actually went and searched the ocean, the water, for the first time. I don't know why we ever thought. And he found this tablet that ended up being like a key to decode some of their messages. And essentially they decide to go ahead and, despite what the investors say, they're going to go and investigate what they've found. And so the archaeologist tells his kids, hey, I've got a new destination for us, and I guarantee you'll get to go swimming. And so they're like, oh, the kids don't really want to go, but they tag along. And when they go, they track down these clues, and they find a helmet of one of these Vikings way farther than it ever should have been, according to historical record. And so they're like, what happened? And while they follow this trail, they do unwittingly awaken a large serpent-like creature, and it starts to attack. And the movie sort of becomes a little chamber of secrecy towards the end, if you guys are Harry Potter fans. But all in all, I really liked this movie. I just went into story, obviously, before the overall, but the overall is I really, really liked it. I've been so surprised at foreign films that make their way over here where they take such care with the effects and the story. I thought Troll Hunter is another one that was excellently done. Also might be Norwegian. I don't know, but they do their movies well and the effects are really good. This creature was awesome. There was some pretty cool carnage, some really tense scenes, like some really grab the armrest scenes. The cinematography was gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was like Loch Ness, it was that sort of thing where it was a lake surrounded by forests and trees and just gorgeous cinematography to play with. Outside of the cinematography, the effects were really awesome. The creature itself looked amazing. Like I said, the effects in a lot of these foreign horror movies can really blow you away, and this creature really unnerved me, and I did not want to meet it in a dark alley, so I thought the effects were really, really good. There wasn't a huge amount of gore, but there was, bones and things like that, which definitely lent to the ominous atmosphere. So a lot of that stuff was really, really cool and very worth seeing. I don't really remember the music that much. Again, it was foreign, so I was focusing on reading most of the stuff rather than being able to focus on everything like I want to. The acting was good. Again, it was foreign, but it was very serviceable for the feature. One of the actors was very reminiscent of Table Cat 2. One of the actors was very reminiscent of the young blonde kid from True Blood, but it was a really, really well done film, you guys. If you like creature movies, I definitely recommend it. I'm not going to go on too long because, again, these are supposed to be rapid reviews, but I did want to talk about it on the channel because if you're a creature fan like me, give it a try. You don't need to know much more than I've told you to enjoy it, so go watch it. Come back here and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, but thanks very much for watching. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird, and remember, stay scared.